I hope and pray that the 4 movies I'm looking forward to in the year 2020, please do not delay them. I don't want any more movies to be delayed or pushed back for the rest of the year, if you know what I mean. I double-crossed my fingers for it. Oh, anyway, hi ladies and dudes. This is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka BooBop1987. This is my review for a day. And today I have no review, ladies and dudes. But it's that time once again for another quick edition of BooBop1987's Most Quick Videos. And what's today's most quick video of the day? This is a very, very darn important one. And it's something that has to do with movies. And I'm very, very sorry about all the movie theaters got closed thanks to this idiot coronavirus bullcrap. They really did ruin the films that we're looking forward to see of this year. If that idiot virus hadn't shown up, none of this will ever happen. I just wish that stupid virus needs to go away and leave us alone. But at least some good news is there will be a couple of movie theaters back on here and there in our few states, even in my area in Virginia. And I can't wait to go back to the movie theaters again and see a film. Well, to tell you the truth is, there is a couple of movies I'm very, very darn concerned of, and I do hope and pray that these 4 films that I really want to see in the year 2020, well, sadly, I won't see those 2 films that came from in Japan, while the other 2 films I really want to see for this year is here in America. And I really, really don't want any of these films to be delayed or pushed back. I hope and pray they'll stop it and just find a way to put those movies into the theater so we could all see them before 2020 will end. I know there's some films here and there that's going to be on demand, if you know what I mean. So here are the 4 movies that I'm very darn concerned of. 2 films I wish I could see here in America, but sadly these 2 films are in Japan, while the other 2 films are here in America. And please make sure just leave the release dates alone, if you know what I mean. Alright, here we go. The first 2 films I really want to see, but sadly I won't see it here in America, but it's in Japan, are the last 2 Rurouni Kenshin movies. One says the final chapter, while the other is the beginning. And I guess everybody's concern is, what is the final chapter of the Rurouni Kenshin story? And also the main beginning of the Rurouni Kenshin story. Well, to tell you the truth is, for the final chapter, we're finally going to get that saga that we're all missing that came from in the anime series called the Inishi Arc. And it's a story about this young man named Inishi who wants to seek out revenge on Kenshin Himura for what had happened to his oldest sister named Tomo. And I really want to know how the storyline will work. And to tell you the truth is, a long time ago when I went to some bookstores here and there that got the chapters of the final chapter of Rurouni Kenshin, and I only seen this whole entire chapter once. I do remember a couple of things here and there of the Inishi arc, like Miss Karu got kidnapped by those dudes, and she stayed at their house for a while. And they need to wait for Kenshin's arrival to go to that island. And I did remember Hajime Saito, Lord Aoshi, and Misao. They got involved in the story as well, and I did remember Kenshin and Nishi's fight. And yeah, at the end, Kenshin and Kaoru had a child. And Kenshin finally gave up on his reverse blade sword so he could give it to Yahiko. So those are some of the stuff I did remember from the manga story of the Inishi arc. I can't wait to see what the new chapter looks like for the Inishi arc, since we're all looking forward to it. I was wondering if it's going to stay faithful to the manga, or is it going to be very, very different? You know, a whole different storyline. So I think I'll have to wait and see what happens, because this is one of the films I'm very, very darn concerned of. And the other, for the beginning of Rurouni Kenshin, we're finally going to get to know about Kenshin's past. Something, you know, from the time when he became the Potosai, the manslayer. And yes, it's going to be about the trust and betrayal thing. I think of the same thing too for this one. Is it going to stay faithful to either the manga or the OVA, or is it going to be pretty darn different? That I'm not so sure of. And also, we're going to get to know about Kenshin's relationship with his true love of his life named Tomo. And it's going to be a really sad, tragic one, if you know what I mean. So, sadly, I wish I could see these two movies in theaters, if they'll ever reopen again, and keep it for the whole summer. But sadly, I won't see it because it's in Japan. The final one's gonna be in July. I think July the 3rd. I can't remember the date. And the other will be August the 7th. So yeah, those two films, sadly, I will not see in theaters. But sadly, it's in Japan. Now let's go to another film I'm concerned of. And it's going to be at September the 4th. And I hope it'll stay there on September the 4th. And the saddest part is, they decided to put The Quiet Place 2 on September the 4th. That sucks. Can you just put it there at the near end point of September for A Quiet Place 2 and leave this film alone? So one of the other films I'm concerned of is Liam Neeson's new film called The Honest Thief. And I think that The Honest Thief is a pretty darn interesting new title for Liam Neeson's next new film. And this is one of the films I'm concerned of back from a few years ago. And memory serves me right, the storyline is going to be about where Liam Neeson's character was once a bank robber a long time ago, and I think he decided to quit being a bank robber because he started to fall in love with this woman who will be the love of his life. And that's all I know about the main plot of the story. And yeah, I did see a couple behind the scenes here and there for this film. It looks pretty darn interesting, and I think it's going to be a rated R movie. I just can't wait to see this movie, and I have a message for those people who did those schedules for the other Liam Neeson films a long time ago. Would you please stop delaying all those Liam Neeson films that's coming out in one of those years? You should be ashamed of yourself for delaying so many great films that came from this very underrated actor. So please stop doing that, or I'm gonna make you pay with this. Yeah. You get the picture. So, yeah, Honest Thief is another film I'm concerned of. And the final film that I'm concerned about the most, that's coming out this summer in August, and somewhere at the close near end point of August, on the 21st, is truly Bill and Ted 3, Face the Music. And yeah, I did see some behind the scenes of that film as well. And it looks very darn interesting. And I can't wait to see Alex Winter and Keanu Reeves are going to come back and reprise their roles as our dear beloved two funny dudes who love to do rock and roll. And I think the plot is all about that they have to dedicate a song to their beloved daughters. Well, tell you the truth is, I thought their own child is a son. For what memory serves me, right back at the second Bill and Ted movie. I wonder why they changed from sons to daughters. It makes no sense to me. That'll be my one little flaw for this new movie. But the rest of the idea, I just can't wait to see this new film. I can't wait to see, what they're going to do when they're hanging on to their next adventure with their beloved phone booth as their time machine. It's going to be pretty darn cool and interesting. So yeah, Sally, those are the 4 films I'm pretty darn concerned of. And I hope and pray that these films need to be left alone. I don't want to see any more films that will be delayed or pushed back for the year of 2020. And I hope and pray I will see these films in theaters. Well, Sally, I can't see 2 of them because they're in Japan, while the other 2 are here in America. If you know what I mean. So anyway, that is my latest quick video of the day, is some of the movies I'm very darn concerned of for the year of 2020. And tell me, ladies and dudes, which one of your films that you're looking forward to in the year 2020 that you're upset and worried if they're ever going to get delayed or get pushed back or whatever, and you wish that these films need to be left alone in the very same date. Well, whichever these films are, please leave a comment there and let me know. And join me next time for more videos to come in the main future. So anyway, this is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka BooBop1987, saying sayonara.